Next up, we have the CEO of a company which constructs buildings that cannot burn down. They use panels that can withstand earthquakes, hurricanes, and, of course, fire. That CEO joins us next. Our next guest runs a company which has developed a building panel which is, they say, 100% fireproof. Ken Callagher is the CEO of the company RSG 3D. Have I got that right?
That's
RSG?
correct.
Got it. Okay, welcome to the show, Ken.
Thank you.
You got one of these panels with you. Explain
do.
it. How's it work?
So our panels, we are an advanced materials company.
Okay.
And it's a very, very simple yet elegantly engineered solution to disaster, energy efficiency, healthfulness, etc. The panel itself is made of three components: expanded polystyrene, ubiquitous insulation material all around the world.
Yep.
Steel, a high-grade steel truss system. Truss systems are used for bridges, everything, the strongest way you can build. And then it's covered in concrete. Now, if you think about buildings around the history of the world, if you close your eyes and think about buildings that have lasted, whether it's Congress, the Parthenon, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, what are they? They're all concrete and stone.
Okay.
So we are bringing commercial-grade reinforced concrete buildings to the masses at an affordable level.
Have you sold it? I mean, is this in place in buildings around the world?
There are probably 8,000 to 10,000 buildings around the world. It's all over Europe, Middle East. There are two plants that produce this in Vietnam.
And it's absolutely 100% fireproof.
Okay, so nothing is 100% fireproof, as we saw at the World Trade Center. You put enough accelerant on anything. But the way a fire works is it needs three things. It needs fuel, oxygen, and it needs some heat. We deny two of those. There's no fuel here to burn. Concrete cannot burn. So in a wildfire, embers are what cause houses to catch. There's nothing to catch on to here because there's no combustible material with concrete, right? Okay. In addition to that, the concrete is dense, so there's no oxygen being supplied to the flame itself. Okay. So there's just no way for the fire to go. We've had two homes in Northern California in wildfires, one in 2015 in Lake County. It was the only house out of 1,280 that we know of to survive. And we had a house in April of this year, an architect's house, that survived a wildfire also. Is
it more expensive to build a home using these panels than conventional construction materials? I guess it must be.
Well, let me answer it this way. Everything depends on design, but in multifamily, it's the same or less. We're winning everything in the multifamily world. In hotels, it's less. In single-family homes of great design, I'd say it's equivalent. It might be 1% to 2% more. I'm probably only 5% to 8% of a building's budget.
Okay, so now, if I build a home using these panels, doesn't it get hot inside? Doesn't it?
Right, so when you create a monolithic building, in building science, everything about the building's integrity is about the envelope, and we create the tightest envelope there is. We are totally monolithic. So it reduces your need for energy, right, because you're expending less out of the box, if you will. We introduced what was called makeup air, fresh air from the outside. So every particle of air that's coming into your home is in fact healthy because it's coming through a filtered system, just like you would have in a large commercial construction building or a studio like this.
Private company, right?
Yes.
Doing an IPO?
We'd think about it. We need to expand. We need more plants. So, yes.
Okay. Just want to know. What's it again? RPG what?
RSG stands for Restructure Group because we want to restructure the way we build in this country.
RSG?
3D.
3D. Ken, thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Come and see us again.
Absolutely.